Hi chums, I'm standing in my hallway here, and just something I want to show you. It's raining at the moment, so I'm not going to go out very far, but I just want to show you my bathroom. Just turn this screen around, and there we are. And that's my bathroom, folks. It looks a lot dirtier than it was. We've been sitting out for 2 days out here, but with a good clean that'll come up alright. So obviously you've worked out by now that there's a new bathroom going in. I'm doing a little video diary of this at the moment because it's been fun to look at later. So you won't actually be seeing this on the day, you'll be seeing it later. So if you just go into the bathroom, you've never been in here before. The joys of an old house, folks. This was the original door frame here where I'm pointing, and we brought that out to the hallway here so that we could make it so that everything would blend along the way, you know. See, it's an old house, you know, and they just kept adding bits on, so it's a bit like a maze, but it's a character, you know. So this was the original hot press here, which is very small. So the first transformation has been, a door in the way, but you'll get the idea. We've used this hall cupboard to put the door in. I'm just going to see it, move this out of the way, give you an idea of what's actually happened. Yeah, so there's what's happened. We took the hall cupboard, that used to be the door into the kitchen, and put a bigger tank in there. One of our problems was that when we went to have showers, there was only ever enough water for one shower because the tank was very small. So that's a standard size tank for 2 of us now, which is great. Then this is in here. The walls were originally tiled in here, and then I took the tiles off and put wooden boards along and a little trim along the top. It looked quite nice actually. It was like an old-fashioned Victorian type look about it. So then we've just decided, right, time to go again, and everything is coming out. So that's been built in there because that's a chimney there. This thing here is a chimney for the aga in the kitchen. I'll show you that in a minute, for the stove. So we couldn't go through it, but we can now. And then this has just been built in. The plasters are coming in about 10 minutes. And then I've got a dehumidifier going here just to try and lift some of this damp off the floor, because here, when Brendan took the wash hand basin away, the cold feed for the cold tap was actually just sitting in the T-junction and weeping for I don't know for how long. There's a lot of water has been into the floor, but it's only in one area. Up here is dry, so we're not so bad there. But I'll show you what happened, and this is another thing we have to do as well. We're trying to, everything's up on the left here. The place is a disaster. But there's the problem. There's where the aga used to be. And what happened was, these 2 tracks here, those were the pipes coming from the hot tank to the aga. And one of them burst just here. And once again, we didn't know for how long it had been burst, but it's done a huge amount of damage, and all these units are going to have to be replaced and stuff, you know. So that's just a box of cleaning stuff that was underneath the sink for the boys to get in. And the aga, the wee stove, wasn't worth keeping because you can see here the red rust. The whole bottom of it had basically melted. It was sitting in water so long. So that's that. But we've discovered these are new pipes going in for cold feed, and the cold feed to the bathroom is going to come off mains water. So it'll mean that we're washing our teeth with fresh water rather than the water in the tank upstairs, you know. So that's it. But that's where we are at the moment. Lots of things to do. So I'm just going to go back in here again. This will probably be edited out because I'm going to keep this video until I get my new computer, probably in a couple of weeks' time, and then do the thing right then. And then I edit these things together so you won't see it for a while. So that's where we are, folks. Just where you can see now, where you can see better the frame there where the door used to be. So then we moved it, pushed it back, because the hot press, that little hot press was out in the hallway. So if you wanted to get a towel when you were having a shower, you had to go out into the hall and get your towel and come back in again. So it made sense just to square everything off at the time we were renovating to start. But I think my advice to anyone would be, don't buy an old house. I think I would probably have been better off if I had knocked this house down and rebuilt it in the same style that it was, because it's a disaster. It's cost me as much money to renovate this house as it has to build a new one. But you live and learn, you know. It doesn't mean I don't like my house, but if I did it again, I would do it differently. So there you are, folks. One wrecked bathroom. I'll just go around this side here and just a quick scan around. And even wee things like the windowsills have to be done again, you know, and it's just awful. And then the toilet's going to be moved across a bit and back. And that's a really old fitting there where it's coming out from the wall because there's a cistern behind it. But now it's all in one unit, you know. The vanity, or the wash hand basin was here in front of the window, but we're going to bring that over here beside the shower and have the wash hand basin and a mirror in there. And because there's good light thrown in from the window there, and it'll also mean the bathroom will flow much better. But when it's done, you'll see it. I've got all the stuff ordered up, it'll be delivered in a few days' time. But I say the plasters are coming now to plaster this whole place out and make it nice. So there you are, folks. All the best now. Bye bye.